Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this week. My guest today is Darren Berson from Platinum WFM. Now, Darren is one of our most valuable partners and is also one of the earliest supporters of Rec Alliance. So certainly pleased to be collaborating with Darren once again. So welcome today, Darren.
Yeah, thanks for having us, David.
Excellent. No, great for you to be with us. So today, look, we want to focus on agencies and how they can employ your service or Platinum WFM service to improve business resilience and scale for growth. Look, I guess both concepts might be two different sides of the coin, so to speak, given one provides a conflicting pessimistic, nature to the optimistic nature of the other. But before we do so, could you give us a quick overview of Platinum WFM and in particularly what you mean by your service of workforce management solutions?
Yeah, thanks, David. Look, we talk about the future of work a lot in our conversations online and in our business. What does this mean? Well, it's basically means that the current and future work is changing rapidly with different engagement and management models as employee expectations and management expectations change. So what we're seeing from this is that there's a need for flexibility, access, collaboration and technology. That's becoming increasingly important to modern organisations to remain competitive. So what we see is we provide comprehensive solutions and services to address these issues. So at the core of our service is our end-to-end management of contracting staff and also the outsourced back-end payroll of employees. So the core of our service is a managed service where we manage temporary and contract resources on behalf of our clients from end to end. When we talk about end to end, we mean from the onboarding stage through to contracts management, scheduling, timesheets, invoices, payroll and reporting, and obviously governance and support is critically important for our clients. So we provide that in three streams: software implementation, integration and support. So we have core software that we implement and support on behalf of our clients. And we also provide the managed service I just talked about. So basically, if you're a recruitment or consulting organisation, you can package that entire back-end component to us, where we'll take the contractor onboarding and take the whole process through from end to end for you. And from an outsourced payroll point of view, we can also manage your internal employees or your contractors and make sure that all the payroll is processed correctly, all the governance, compliance and reporting required is in place. So this brings really big competitive advantages to your business. One, you're addressing the future work demands of flexibility, access, collaboration and technology. But more importantly, you're bringing best practices, people and processes to your business, but in a way where you can gain future business resilience and you can gain competitive advantage over your competitors, because while you're focusing on your service delivery in your business and making sure that your customers are well looked after, we're doing the same on the back end, making sure your customers are being well looked after and that you're providing maximum service to those clients. So I think that summarises, David, the way we approach the marketplace.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. And I look particularly like what you said there about creating a competitive advantage. Certainly it's important for agencies. And I think, those points that you've just made lead nicely into the topics of business resilience and, of course, scaling for growth as well. I guess I'd like to tackle that business resilience side of things first, because I think Rec Alliance, we certainly believe that all agencies should be addressing this if they're not already. And I guess to our audience, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is business resilience? At Rec Alliance, we like to define it as your agency's ability to respond and adapt quickly to disruptions, unplanned changes, etc., that could threaten your operations, including your people, assets, brand, and reputation. Is that sort of a fair definition for yourself as well, Darren?
Yeah, look, totally agree, David. I think business resilience has never been more important when you have all the economic conditions and the world events that are going on around us at the moment. We see that as businesses needing to position themselves as nimble, adaptable, capable and relevant to their own people, their suppliers, partners and customers. So that nimbleness, that ability to be adaptable is critically important. Obviously that comes with its own challenges. And I suppose that's why it's critical to have partners like Rec Alliance and Platinum WFM that you can rely on, where we're providing your business key services that are being packaged effectively and in the best possible way they can to give you that business resilience. It really doesn't make sense for businesses to try and cover all the components of this moving feast themselves, because by the time you implement all the systems, the people and processes, and follow the best practice, and try and give yourself that infrastructure for that business resilience, it becomes quite an expensive and time-consuming exercise. So if you can rely on a Rec Alliance or a Platinum WFM to do that for you, then you're going to achieve those objectives. So, and also I think, more importantly, it makes you innovative and future focused for that future of work concept we talked about earlier.
No, exactly. And, engaging third parties, I guess, it's a good way to mitigate risk as well. You never know when disruptions or changes might be coming, how long they may run for. In a previous webinar I ran, which was in and around cyber insurance, that was, again, focusing on responding to an event or preparing yourself to an event and shifting risk by employing a third party or insurance in this particular instance. So, I guess that's another example of, enhancing a business's business resilience. But I guess today, of course, we're here to talk about yourself, Darren. I'd like you to sort of specifically talk to your fields of expertise, and how agencies will benefit from employing a specialist such as Platinum WFM, and how an agency can enhance their ability to respond to change. I guess both the good and the bad, but sort of looking at that more pessimistic outlook first, or perhaps a focus on the expense side of an agency. How does your service assist agencies in that sense?
Yeah, look, David, we've had over 25 years experience, both in consulting and recruitment businesses, and also providing workforce management solutions to those industries. Put simply, we provide an agency with the people, systems and processes needed to effectively and efficiently manage their workforces. We do this, we believe, through innovative systems, experienced people and processes. I think we're also trying to work with partners who are adapting to these requirements and providing our clients with innovative solutions, but also future thinking and future focused solutions. For businesses focusing on resilience, adaptability and capability, the main massive cost advantages there are decreased fixed overheads. You're not employing those people yourself. You're not having to implement and manage the software yourself. You're not having to, put in place processes which can take years to develop. From a recruitment and consulting agency perspective, we provide our services at a percentage management fee, and we do that intentionally because it makes our services cost neutral to recruitment and consulting agencies. If you're charging a margin to your client, our fees are built into that margin, so it's paid for effectively by your client. It's pay as you go, so as a percentage of your margin, if you're not actually charging your client for your services, we're not charging you for our services, which is quite a unique model, pay as you go model, where there's really very little risk for our clients to utilize our service. So I think this is a pretty clear solution for business resilience, where you have a scalable solution that's both cost neutral and pay as you go. And it really does fit that business resilience model, David.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's a couple of great points you've mentioned there. Obviously, reducing fixed overheads is certainly a great one, but that pay-as-you-go, dial up, dial down sort of nature as well is fantastic. Look, we certainly believe keeping fixed overheads as low as possible is essential for the financial sustainability of a recruitment agency. You've sort of mentioned some benefits there, but look, is there any fixed-term contracts, other costs associated with your service if it's not in use, for example?
Yeah, look, we have a services agreement, which is obviously critical because it protects both us and our client from a confidentiality point of view. It clearly states the services we provide. Look, we usually charge a setup fee, but that can be waived for a 12-month commitment. Ironically, all of our clients have been with us a very, very long time, so that becomes quite irrelevant. I suppose, as discussed earlier, the cost-neutral pay-as-you-go model, you only pay for what you use. So, for example, if you're an agency not currently managing temporary or contract resources, you're not charged for those services. And again, like I said, the framework of our percentage management fee actually allows your client to effectively pay for that service. So it's actually built into your margin. So you know exactly what the cost is, you know how much it's costing you, and it's been packaged into your fee structure. We find the vast majority of our clients grow and scale as they have the support to focus on their front end, business, with us in the back end, making sure all those mechanics work. Growth comes naturally as they know they have that support to actually do what they need to do from the front end.
Perfect. No, it sounds great. And look, we've obviously sort of focused there on, I guess, being sensible when running our business, preparing for the worst, enhancing our business sustainability. But I'd like to now move, I guess, to something a little bit more positive and talking about growth. And again, of course, how your solution can help. So having the right infrastructure in place can obviously play a huge part in our ability to deal with an influx of opportunities, which we all hope we have and certainly do have from time to time. What sort of, benefits are there associated with your solution when an agency is experiencing or looking to grow?
Yeah, look, the infrastructure is critical for growth. You need to know that you can pass through a large number of contractors or people through the system, and they can be handled in an efficient and effective way. So, our systems are built for scalability and growth. The systems are innovative. They talk to each other. We reduce data duplication and improve efficiencies. We have a service desk dedicated to support. So our support team's there behind the scenes to assist you with your client requirements. We do that intentionally because we want to make sure we're setting you up for customer success and quality service. So if there's any issues with approvals, any issues with technology, we're there to help you. Our solutions can be rolled out and deployed quickly. We've had situations in the past where clients have asked us to have a large number of people ready by the end of the week, and they've all been onboarded, contracts signed and ready to roll late in the week. I suppose the other thing that I mentioned earlier, because our solution is packaged from a price point of view, that there's a high level of cost predictability there. So that's built into margin calculators we work on with you to make sure that your client pricing is effective and both price effective and also effective for your own business. I think the other thing I want to say there is that our end-to-end solution and support is comprehensive across workforce management requirements. So we cover everything from onboarding. We do electronic contracts for our clients, which is incredibly important in a talent short marketplace where you want your contractors signing their contracts as soon as possible. And we have extensive reporting that we provide to clients at the back end so they can make sure they're covering off all their governance requirements. Again, you focus on your client relationships, you focus on your customer service, we focus on the back end. Our services are trusted by a large number of clients, and we have a professional team. And I suppose like Rec Alliance, we also have a large number of providers, that we provide partners that we work with for our clients to cover off, everything from funding invoices to payroll payments. And obviously we work with you, David, on all the great work you do with your partners around insurances and the like as well. So I think when you find, partners like ourselves, it really frees you up to be both business resilient, but also sets you up for all of those future of work requirements we talk about at the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Now, look, I can speak firsthand in relation to a labour hire company I'm involved with. That this solution is certainly first rate. And, the support that I've received, which in my case has been hand-holding, certainly been second to none. So, look, you've got a great solution there. And certainly, as Rec Alliance, something we're definitely passionate about, bringing to our members as well. So look, I guess for our audience, if you need advice on improving your workforce solution, Darren offers a free discovery meeting to gauge if the solution is right for yourself and your business. So please reach out for Darren or myself, quoting Rec Alliance, to improve your agency's business resilience and to prepare your business to scale for growth. I guess thank you, Darren, for joining us today.
Thanks, David. Much appreciated. Thank you.
And to the audience, thank you and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.